Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This lecture is on the opening scene in Hamlet. The opening scene in Hamlet is very suggestive in that it gives clear indication how the play will end. The strict watch in the estate of Denmark, the appearance of the ghost thrice in the very beginning of the play, the news about the death of Hamlet the Senior, the warlike preparation of Fortinbras to regain the lost territory of his country, they are all indicative that all is not well in the country. These details intensify the interest of the theatre audience or the reader. The bones and the tissues are gradually put on with the march of events. The play opens at dead of night, 12 o'clock, at Elsinore, a platform before the castle. There is a strict watch. Francisco is at his duty. Bernardo comes to relieve him of his duty. Francisco thanks Bernardo, adding that it is bitter cold and I am sick at heart. This is a very significant expression suggesting that he has some awe, the reason of which is unknown. The conversation between the two further suggests that there is some sort of fear in their mind. This is evident from Bernardo's question, "Have you had quiet guard?" Of all the characters in the first act, scene 1, Horatio is skeptical about the ghost. He says that it is a fantasy of the mind and that it will not reappear. But the ghost reappears in exactly the same dress as he used to wear in his lifetime. And the skeptic Horatio is convinced of it. Not only that, he is even frightened by it. The reappearance of the ghost 3 times in the very first scene does not speak well in the state of Denmark. Marcellus wants to know the reason for warlike preparation in Denmark. Horatio says that he can explain. Fortinbras of Norway, he says, lost his life as well as the property of his country to the deceased king of Denmark. Now the son of deceased Fortinbras wants to recapture the lost property, and for that he is making the warlike preparation. This explains the strict watchfulness and the post-haste and rummage in the land. The protagonist of the play, that is Hamlet, does not appear in the opening scene. We only hear about him from others. Shakespeare has done this intentionally in order to sharpen the curiosity of the reader and theatergoer about the protagonist. It was believed in Shakespeare's time that the ghosts were of varying nature. The good one was described as Catholic ghost, the function of which was to relate something secret to the person whom it does appear. It reveals Hamlet about the secret of his father's death and forbids him to cause any harm to the queen. Let her suffer from the prick of her own guilt. The opening scene thus serves a very important role. It gives indication how it will end, that man is the architect of his fortune. This is the message of the play. If Hamlet had not procrastinated the task assigned to him by his father's ghost, there would have been no tragedy. There are many theories of his delay in executing vengeance, but it is not relevant to go into those details here in this discussion. Thank you.